If you ask students of psychology what is psychoanalysis, they will tell you it is one of the schools of psychology, like structuralism, functionalism, behavioralism. But psychoanalysis is different in nature as compared to these schools of psychology, the classical schools of psychology, because primarily it was devised as a method of treatment of patients suffering from psychological disorders. Mainly this psychoanalytical movement started with the treatment of hysteria. uh, Sigmund Freud was basically responsible, or maybe the founder of this psychoanalytical movement, and his book, The Interpretation of Dreams, has this honor to be ranked among the best books of the century. The Interpretation of Dreams, it was first published in 1900, and it was considered to be equivalent to like Origin of Species by Charles Darwin and The Das Kapital by Karl Marx. So it was that much important. Why psychoanalysis is different from other schools? And as I was saying, that it is different from classical schools of psychology. The first reason I have already given. It was mainly devised as a method of treatment, but psychoanalysis is a philosophy of life. It is also a philosophy. It is also a theory of personality, and obviously it is also a method of treatment. So we can divide this psychoanalytical movement into three parts: psychoanalysis as philosophy, psychoanalysis as theory of personality, and psychoanalysis as a method of treatment. So we could go into detail of all these parts of the psychoanalytical movement: philosophical part, the theory of personality part, and the treatment part, obviously with the sequence. So if we uh, just venture into this psychoanalytical movement, so first comes the philosophy. And the philosophy was psychic determinism. And psychic determinism means you could determine human behavior. And how you could determine human behavior? Because the human behavior is mainly driven by two instincts, according to Sigmund Freud. One instinct is the life instinct, the another instinct is the death instinct. He used the terms eros as for life instinct and thanatos for death instincts. These are two, eros and thanatos are sequence wise god of lust. Eros is the god of lust, and sex, obviously, lust is related with the sex, and the thanatos, the god of death and destruction. So it is the Freudian philosophy or theory of personality based on two main instincts. But Freud, in contrast to his times, when people were talking about freedom, liberty, equality, brotherhood, and these kind of ideals were prevalent especially after the French Revolution. But Freud was going towards an individualistic approach, the individual part. So each and every individual is unique, different, and his development of his personality is unique and different. But there are obviously certain parameters which could determine, or maybe would, if we could prefer to say, would determine the personality uh, with its unique traits and the characteristics. So that is the another part, the personality part. So if you just focus on the philosophy part, Freud didn't develop his theories in isolation. He was influenced by the works of the philosophers. And the most significant philosopher of his times was like nothing other, no one other than Hegel. And the Hegel's emphasis is on consciousness, mainly on consciousness. And as we know, like Freud emphasized more on the unconscious. Unconscious. And that unconscious, according to Freud, evolves, develops with the passage of time when an individual represses represses all that psychic material which is not appropriate for the society. So, like against the norms and values and the traditions and the culture and the religion of the society. That repressed part constitutes that unconscious mind where these two impulses